Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to Tone Wars Sunday Night Edition. I'm Carrie, and this is Jarrod.
This is Confused.
This is Mr. Confused today.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Good to see everybody here. Thank you so much. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Did we? 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
It's been worse.
Yeah, it's been worse, but I try to be respectful of people's time, you know. But, yeah, when you're doing a billion things, trying to get ready.
You're going to have to teach me how to do some of the stuff.
Yeah, you know, maybe we should have a day where we go over that. I think that would be nice. That would give me some more time to do other stuff. Yes.
All of the last minute.
As in warming up.
Switches.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the weather's still cold here in Michigan. Cold and kind of overcast today. But it's coming.
It's coming. I can feel it.
It's coming. We're like, what, 3 weeks away from springish?
Yeah, 3 weeks away from when we can start sort of counting on the weather to stay at least moderately good
Break
for
out
a while.
The sandals.
The Crocs.
The Crocs, yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to start wearing Crocs to work again. That's the best part. You know, just walking around in Crocs.
When we first met, he's always done the power washing, and he would wear these, like, hot work boots in 80-degree weather, laced up, and he used to complain, my feet get so hot.
I feel like ovens.
And I'm like, why don't you just wear Crocs? They have holes in them. You can, like, flush your feet out and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, yeah. And I was like, all right, maybe I should try some Crocs. And I bought, and they're ugly as hell, but I don't care. I bought them, and it was great. My first day I called her. I'm like, dude, these are awesome.
Never looked back.
Nope, I've been wearing them for years now, and I love it. I go to the store every summer and buy 2 new pair, and they're both worn out by the end of summer.
Yeah.
That's how much I work.
I guess
so
they're perfect for your line of work.
They really are, except you get the weird suntan. The spots.
Yeah, his feet are all polka dotted in midsummer.
Yep, I got polka dot feet. It's kind of funny.
To put some sunscreen on the top of your feet.
Or I could wear socks with Crocs.
Yuck.
Yeah. That'd be...
Soggy socks.
Oh, I'm here to wash your health. Yeah, I don't think so. You're fired, weirdo.
Well, if you've never thought of Crocs, might want to take a second peek.
They are awesome. They really are. Our channel's sponsored by Crocs.
Right. Well, let's say hi to some folks. Muddy Creek Critters. He was the first. You know what? I don't have the times anymore. Do you have times? I don't see the times anymore.
Yeah, I do. I got them right here.
How weird is that?
Yeah, I don't
the
know.
times helped me remember where I was at.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. They keep changing stuff.
Well, anyway, Muddy Creek Critters, happy Sunday to you.
What's up, man?
Dean Harkness, what's up, Chuggy Boost boys and girls?
He must be watching Greg over at Shredding Dead. Chugga Boost boys. What's up, man?
Matt Force is here.
Matt Force, what's happening?
He says, yo, yo, yo. What's up, Carrie, Jarrod, and everyone? Love me some Super Kraken. Think I need one of those. I really like Super Kraken. Suker. Yeah. I call it the Super Kraken.
The Super Kraken.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a new one. It's the new model.
It's the newest model.
It's the newest model.
The Super Kraken. JB. He was here, and he says he'll be back later.
What's up, man?
Dream Theater was nominated for a Grammy. I wonder if they'll win.
Nope. I mean, I hope they do, but they don't call it the Scammies for nothing. I don't even watch the Scammies anymore.
John Petrucci's beard. Anyone play through one of those victory pedals with the built-in power amp?
I have it, but I want to try one. I know Stay Metal Ray is on tour with one right now, and he really loves it, so I'm sure it's good.
James Dunn, what's up?
Hey, what's up, James?
Let's see. John Petrucci's beard says that they won. They won?
They won?
Maybe. Be nice.
Yeah, when is... I don't even watch them, so I don't even know.
I should know, but
I don't pay any
know.
attention to any of that stuff. The Oscars, the Grammys, I don't even care, you know. It's
Metal Snake is with us.
Hey, what's up, man?
He said I had the Victory Kraken pedal, and he ran it through his PA50.
Ooh.
It was cool, but I sold it to fund my EVH 100 mod style.
Ah, that's a good purchase. I don't blame you there. That's a hard amp to beat, man.
CS. What's up?
Hey, what's up? What's going on, Chris?
Tony Krozitz.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Krozik.
Krozik.
There you go.
Yeah,
Krozik.
I got it wrong the other night, too. When I was...
Sorry, man. He says, happy Sunday.
Hey.
Paul Smith.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, man.
What's going on, man?
Aaron Lucas. Hey, Aaron Lucas and family.
What's going on, Aaron?
Happy birthday to your youngest.
Yes, happy birthday.
John Petrucci's Beard, Dream Theater Grammy. Oh, they must have won. He's putting it in there.
Oh, well, hey, miracles happen. Again, I'm not saying they don't deserve it. It's just usually the metal acts get scammed out of everything, and they give it to auto-tuned pop princess, number 54, every year. So, awesome.
Pop Princess 54. That's the name of our next band. Auto Pop Princess 54.
Auto-tuned pop princess number 54. That sounds like a good band.
Jay says, "What's up, players?
What's going on, Jay?
What'd y'all smoke at the bar today?" He had a Padron 7000 this afternoon. It was unbelievable.
Padron. I had an Undercrown 10, and it was absolutely phenomenal. That was. I smoked it.
Those.
Yeah, I smoked it right down to it started burning my mouth. What did you?
You had the brown.
Oh, I did.
Ring on your face.
Do I have it now?
No.
Oh.
I wouldn't let you come on the air like that. I had just in a Fuente.
Yeah, you had a Fuente.
A
Yep.
Fuente.
Yep, you had a double Chateau, I believe. Yeah.
It was good. Very, very good.
It was awesome. Yeah.
Jason sucks at guitar. Says, "Where the hell did Jarrod find a shirt with sleeves?"
I don't know. It's laundry day. It literally is. I got to do laundry, so I'm out of sleeveless shirts right now. So
yeah, we don't want to cut this one.
No, this is a
it's
good
your
shirt.
Gravity guitar pick
Yep,
shirt.
I got 2 of these, and I don't want to cut the sleeves off of these. So
let's see. Tony says, "I knew something was different. It's the sleeves."
it's the sleeves.
Scott Thompson is with us.
Hey, what's up, man? What's happening, Scott?
And Metal Snake said hello again.
Hello to you, sir.
So March Madness is almost over.
Yeah. Yeah, March Madness. About that. I honestly thought it was going to be a really fun idea, a really good idea for everyone. And the first episode was great. Got about 1,000 views. And I'm like, sweet.
Yes.
Second episode, about half of that. Third episode, just over 300, and I'm like, what? Fourth episode, kind of down there as well. And I'm like, all right, so maybe this isn't what people want to watch. Maybe that's what it is. So, I mean, I'm not butthurt about it. I'm not all upset at anybody. It's just like, well, note to self, don't do March Madness again. So I did, and I posted in the community group, which I appreciate you guys commenting and responding.
You got a lot of good comments on it.
Yeah, I did, and I appreciate it. I mean, and I didn't want to be, disrespectful to the people who want to see it. So I'm like, well, I'll keep going then, Because honestly, if people were like, yeah, it's just kind of whatever, I wouldn't have been upset about it. I'd have been like, well, I'll do a different...
Don't have to do those.
Yeah, don't have to do those again. I'll just do a different episode, which I'm working on some other stuff right now. So I'm like, I'll just do that. Because at the end of the day, my job here is to give you... episodes and, content that you want, that you benefit from. And if you're not benefiting from it, I'd rather just people be honest with me and go, yeah, it's just kind of whatever, and spare me the time. I really don't mind. But I'll keep going until they're done. There's going to be a final face-off on the next one, so that'll be... I'll put a little more effort into that one, and shoot out the final 2 amps, maybe with some full songs with leads, rhythms, and everything else, just to make it special, But I'm hoping people dig it. I'm hoping it takes off. I'll probably end up putting all those episodes in a folder, and so that people can just access it. I mean...
and not have to dig through to find the next...
Yeah, exactly. So right now it's sitting at 478 views, which is, I just put it up a couple days ago, so that's not bad. I mean, I was hoping it'd be better. So how I look at stuff is I have an app on my phone that tells me, engagement, all that stuff, and how many views it's getting. And in the app, it's actually ahead of the real views, or the views that you have on YouTube. So... it's a little ahead of it. It's actually real time. And then I check too, go to video analytics, and then subscribers. I got 1 extra subscriber out of it. It's like, that's the thing. We do this stuff because and that's the reason why the app is available, is it's telling us what our audience thinks,
right.
you know, without even having to ask them. And a lot of it's just based on stats. So the stats are telling me 1 subscriber, and it'll tell me if the views are down or up more than usual. In the last 3 episodes, the views were down. And I'm just like, okay. So like I said, I'm not upset at anybody. I'm not butthurt about it. It's just, if this isn't really something that people want, I'll just move on to other things, you know. But
was there a question that you wanted to ask about it, or are we just putting it out there?
Well, do you want me to do it next year?
Oh, next year.
And what could make it better if you want me to do it? Because, you know, I honestly, I thought it was a freaking, I mean, it was Jay's suggestion. I'm not throwing Jay under the bus like,
it's your fault,
thanks
Jay.
a lot, Jay. But it was a cool suggestion. I mean, I was on the phone with him, and I was like, dude, that's a great idea. March Madness basketball, we could do the bracket thing. I downloaded the bracket thing, and he told me how it all worked, and I'm like, oh, okay, let's make that work. And I thought it'd be freaking fun as hell.
Is there?
You know?
So did you pick the order? I know that when people start voting, that's you take the winner and put it up against the next week.
Yeah.
You picked the first 2. You started off with...
I picked sides. I put 8 amps on each side. And I was just like, I think this would be a balanced shootout, you know? So that's how you do it. And then you shoot out, the whole one side shoots out against itself. And then the winner of all of those plays against the other side's winner against itself. And then, you know, there's a million ways to do it. I mean, next year I can do a whole different round of amps, but, or shoot them out in a different order. But,
well, let's see what they're saying.
Yeah, but if there's a way I can make it better, I will do that, you know. I'm looking for feedback.
Simo79 says, hope you're doing well. Put in my order on an Engel Fireball 25 and a Mesa Boogie 2x12 now. The wait for new practice setup ensues.
Ah, cool, man. Good for you. Congrats, man.
Let's see. Metal Snake, I tried the Diesel Herbert pedal. I think he was answering Tony, who wanted to know if anybody tried out the Diesel VH4 2-channel preamp pedal.
I think I tried that one, and I thought it was pretty good. Yeah.
Metal Snake, it was cool, but he returned it because it wasn't true bypass, or he hooked it up wrong.
Oh.
So he couldn't switch between the preamp and pedals. JB says, I liked all the March Madness videos, also the 1 amp 3 cabs.
Thank you. Yeah, that's another one that, it's weird, like, some of these episodes start off with the first one is, like, great views, and then I do part 2, and it's like, it just slumps, and I'm like, oh, okay, like, it's just weird. It's like, I don't get it, you know, and so what I'm going to do on the next 1 amp 3 cabs is I'm going to replace the Zilla with the Harley Benton. I thought that would be interesting, just switch it up, you know. So the Harley Benton will be in the next one.
Let's see. Simo79, next year maybe strum up April Madness, since April is International Guitar Month. Just an idea.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably do that. Yeah.
JB says, I have the same YouTube Studio app. Obviously, my channel is nowhere near as big as you. But he says, yes, do it next year. I think the only reason it didn't do well is because of the timing of when the videos came out on Saturday.
Yeah, I don't know, but the algorithm should be helping with that. There should be, you know, people should be picking it up anyways. I mean, it's not that, you know, there wasn't, like, as I premiered them, which, when you do premieres on YouTube, they actually push it harder, so I should get more views. And it's like I said, the first one, I got a lot of views. Second one, less and less, and I'm like, okay, well, if people are losing interest in this, then I certainly have no problem walking away from it.
Yes says, if it's too daunting with no reward for doing the madness, then I can live without it.
Yeah. Same here. You have no idea how much work it is.
Jay says, you can't always predict what will go over well and what won't. That's the fun of my day job, marketing. You did an awesome job with it, though. Don't beat yourself up.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. I mean, I thought it came out good. You know, a lot of prep went into it, too. Like, a ton of prep. You know, all the round 1, round 2, and all that stuff. And then I had to put the music in between with the voting and all that on the first episode or two. And
you need a helper.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
You would enjoy it more if you didn't have to deal with all that.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Tanner says, would doing the March Madness shootout live be better? Instead of editing videos, maybe do it live.
I mean, I initially thought about doing it that way. It'd be a pretty long live stream, but I mean, what I would have to do, and I'm open to that, because trust me, I'd rather not edit. I freaking hate editing. I hate it. I can't even tell you how much I hate editing. So, because all the editing that I do on this channel is corrective, not creative. It's not fun editing. Like, oh, it's cool. I can do this and splice these two scenes together. It's all just like, oh, I said that wrong. Where did I say it right? Okay, scoot that over. Chop this up. Move it over. Oh, my God. It's just like, by the time I get done, I want to hit myself in the head with a ball-peen hammer. You know?
James Dunn said it's probably the time the videos premiere on Saturday. We're hungover still. The youngins are hungover still.
Yeah, the youngins. I mean, it's not really, again, like it's not really about that, because like afterwards it should still get plenty of views, you know. So I'm not upset about it at all, but I wasn't disappointed with, you know, the amount of people in the premieres. It's just afterwards the views just weren't, you know, doing what I would hope. I mean, it's an amp shootout against everything.
As much as I don't want you to do extra work that you're not getting reward from, I think you should finish the series. So like you said, you can put it in a folder and it's there, and there's a winner. Like, you want to just not know? You just
oh no, I'm finishing it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got one more to do. So here's where we're at. So the Ingle Savage against the EVH EL34.
Is that where you thought we'd be?
I don't know.
Did you guess that?
No. 51% favoring the Ingle Savage over 49% the EL34. And then the EVH Stealth is 75% to the Mesobarba Trinity 25%. So yeah. So a lot of people were predicting that the EVHs would go head to head in the final, but I don't have any control over that. So it's up to you guys. It's all your votes. I don't even get to vote. So
let's see. Tanner says he definitely thinks it would be more engaging live personally.
Yeah.
Shred ain't dead. How are you?
Hey, what's up, Greg?
He said could be worse. You could be doing 2 hours of makeup to play black metal Greg or hair metal Greg.
Yeah. Greg really puts a lot into his videos, man. Yeah, I don't know how you do it, man. You gotta have your girlfriend hose you off in front of the house after you're done, like spray it all off you.
We'll have to bust out the guy liner for you. Yeah. CS says episode 5 of Madness is how you should do it from now on if you do it again. Swift, simple, and to the point. Was that this last one that you put out and we're like,
yep.
Here it is.
Yep. Boom, 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 boom. There's your stupid episode.
I was like, aha.
Yeah, so you knew.
What did you say? You shared it, and what did it say?
Whatever.
Whatever, here
Watch
it
if you want it. Or if you want to. There you go. It was tongue-in-cheek, you know, but still.
JV says, maybe I can come over and play the amps for you. You just hit record, and I get to play the amps.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, I could do a live one. I think a live one would be fun.
Did you do the last one live?
Yeah, we'll have to do like a quick like voting segment. Like, all right, here we go. I'm gonna play these 2 amps. Okay,
but then everybody's
votes.
gotta be there to vote.
Everybody's got to be there.
Yeah,
in the live stream, because once it's over, it's over. You know.
Tony, we don't want. Maybe could you wait till next Sunday and we could do it next Sunday night?
Oh no, it'd have to be next year. It's done.
No, I mean you said you. Oh,
you mean the final one?
Yeah.
Someone suggested to do the final one that way, which we could possibly do that
next Sunday.
Yeah, we could possibly. I'll think about it, because we could possibly do that.
Tony says we don't want to stress you out, Jarrod, especially after washing 40 trucks. March Madness could have maybe been spread out into April too.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. I do. I mean, and again, I'm not angry or anything. It's just, all right. Well, if this isn't flying with people, I mean, I could be doing other things.
CS Flop Madness. He was just laughing at Flop Madness.
Yeah, Flop Madness.
Hi, Kyle. Kyle Hart made it.
Hey, what's going on, Kyle?
Jay says, so is the March Madness series sponsored by 3 Chord?
Might as well be. Sponsored by a
them.
Flop whiskey, too.
That's funny. What else did you want to talk about?
So, so if you guys, anybody's got any other ideas, about it, if I can make those things happen and it's easy for me to do, I'll be happy to do it. Because this channel's for you. I mean, I want you guys to have the best information and, stuff possible, and I want it to be worth watching. It's weird, there's
maybe
times...
Maybe you don't do amps next time. Maybe you do it with pedals, or maybe you do...
I could do it with all kinds of things, I mean, it's weird with YouTube. I mean, you can do videos about anything and think to yourself like, oh, this will be a big hit, and it just flops. And then you do a video about something like, my best video is best delay settings for solos. 65,000 views or something like that. And when I did it, I was like, I can't believe I'm doing this. Everybody already knows this, so why am I even doing this? This is going to be like everyone's going to come on there and say, thanks, Captain Obvious. You know what I mean? Like, duh, we already knew this. And it just took off. And I'm like, oh, okay, so maybe that should be my...
You need to have a Captain Obvious series then.
yeah, something, because, I mean, I should almost think about, like, what would be something so... everybody should know about it, and I should do a video about that, and maybe that should be, it's just so weird, and I don't know. Maybe I'm super out of touch. I don't know.
Well, you're definitely out of touch.
Apparently.
Let's see. Paul Smith's got to go. He'll have to watch later. Bye, Paul.
See you, Paul. Have fun, man.
Brad Shimke says, hey, Care Bear and Dr. Chugs. I don't think the March Madness was bad, but people have shorter attention spans. In the end, it's not a competition. It's people hearing the same amps they've heard already. Me,
okay.
I have short attention span.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, what's up, Brad? But the thing is, though, is the episodes were short.
Yeah.
They weren't that long. Well, the last one was like 8 minutes long.
Yeah, all of the things should be like 10 minutes or less.
I'm trying,
It's long-winded.
You know what's funny is I'll do an episode, all right, and then just like 3 amps in a cab, or 1 amp, 3 cabs. And I posted it in Facebook, and one guy was in there going, well, you should do this, and you should do... And I'm just like, okay, well, that's just going to add to the time.
Yeah.
Now I got to do all this extra stuff.
Yourself.
And
Trust yourself.
You should...
Except for when I give you suggestions.
well, that's the thing. Like, yeah. But the thing is like they say this, and then it starts adding more times to my videos, and I'm trying not to get so in depth that people just don't want to watch because it's such a deep rabbit hole. So the guy was like, well, maybe you should dial in the amp for each specific cab, then shoot it out. And I'm like, okay, I can do that, but it's more time in the video. Instead of just one set of settings on the amp, 3 cabs, at least you see, how it differs, And I thought that would be cool. And then I had a couple other suggestions, and every time someone suggests something, I mean, I'm open to suggestions, but then now it takes a 12 or 15 minute video and turns it into a half an hour. And it's like, okay, but then these same people will probably be like, well, I'm not watching that, it's too long. It's like, no.
I definitely do not have a half an hour that I could stop in the middle of the day. If I am going to watch TV or YouTube for half an hour, it's in the evening when I've settled down and the kids are in bed, and, then I can watch it, but I can't stop it.
I watch trucks and I listen to stuff all the time, and I don't mind longer videos.
You have a different job than other people.
Exactly.
Most people can't just...
Yeah, but, all right, so let me ask you guys this then. How long would you prefer a video to be?
Yeah, put it in the comments.
10 minutes, 15, 20, whatever. And I will try to make videos that length for you guys. Because, again, I'm here for you. So I'm trying to give you guys what you want and give you something worth coming back to. And is there a time limit on a video when we all look like 40 minutes?
No.
Or whatever.
No.
So, yeah, she's got the attention span of a gnat. So, she does.
I'm not interested.
I thought I was impatient. Oh, my God.
No, I'm super impatient.
You're super impatient.
And it's only getting worse as I get older.
If you see somebody blowing by you on the highway and you're going 5 over the speed limit, It's her, because you're going too slow.
Too slow.
Yep, she'll blow the doors right off your car.
It drives me crazy when people are inconsistent with their speed.
Yeah.
Because they're on their phone or they're distracted. Why are we going 42? Oh, now we're 53. Oh, we're going to 39. Like, what? I just want to. I wish I had a tank.
He'd run you over.
And I would
probably
run them
shoot
over.
him.
Yes, or that.
Metal Gear Solid, or what is that? What was that? What was that game? Not Metal Gear Solid. There was this other game on Sony PlayStation where you just blow everything up.
I remember calling.
Twisted Metal.
Both of my kids in the car, and this person in front of me was doing that. They were like slowing down. They weren't paying any attention, and I was like, I wonder if I could just speed up a little bit and tap them on the bumper and push them. Boop. Like, it's not an accident. It's just helping.
That ain't...
Give you a little oomph.
Rubbin's racing, as they say in Days of Thunder. He didn't crash into you, he rubbed you. And rubbin is racing.
CS says, I think you have plenty of amps to do the 1 amp 3 cabs for a while until you come up with something new.
Do you guys want me to dial in the amp for each cab, or do you want me to just play it with the same settings through all 3 cabs? Because I'll go either way, but like the first episode that I did took me 18 minutes to shoot and 10 minutes to edit, and I was like, glory, holly freaking Luya. I can do this all day. It was so easy. I just nipped the front and the back of it and just, there it goes, you know, so.
Let's see. Simo79 says, for me, the best video I've experienced was the FRFR cab shootouts. It's how I really started with your channel.
Oh, cool.
Now, I've watched so many and just as good, but that one was cool.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
JD says, I think 1 amp 3 cabs is a great series. It sounds like a sitcom title.
Come and knock on our door. Thanks, man.
James Dunn. I personally love the shootouts. It really helps making informed decisions on gear you can't necessarily test out in person in the market you live in. And I thank you for the many hours you put into it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Create this content. Tanner, I agree with him. Joshua Stevens. Hey, everybody.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Have you seen Evertune tubes? $3.99 for preamp tubes and $7.99 for power for pure tone.
I had no idea. No, I've never heard of them. Interesting. Evertune tubes?
Yep.
Oh, sounds like
Evertune
an American
tubes.
brand. Are they made here?
I have to put it in the chat if
Yeah.
they are. Shred Ain't Dead says, Jarrod, you know what will work? More Skeeter!
More Skater! I could do that. I could do some skeet.
More Skeeter. You bought him a special hat and everything.
Yeah, I did. I did buy him a special hat.
Brad Shimke says, why not try doing stereo guitar rigs with blending amps and cabs?
I actually have, I got, what do I have here? I have show ideas. I have episode ideas right here.
Look at you being all responsible.
I know. Let's see. 2 amps, same cab in a recording versus 1 amp, 2 cabs in a recording. Which one's better? Which one would give you a better, different sonic response? Yeah, we'll go ahead and get into some of the stuff I'm coming up with soon here.
Nice. Kyle Hart says, I really enjoyed the digital platform battles.
Oh, thank you. We did too. I mean, those were just a mega ton of work, but they were good. I mean, that was another one I thought was going to put us on the map, and it was like the juice wasn't worth the squeeze, but they did get viewed a lot, and they were awesome, but it didn't get the mileage I thought I'd get out of them.
Aaron Lucas, you're making me nervous. He keeps retracting messages. Like, what are you saying? What are you saying, man? CS, 10 to 15 minutes with the occasional half an hour. I agree. I totally agree with you. 10 to 15 minutes, occasional half an hour. Like, but in those half an hours are like, it's obvious.
It's appropriate for that. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. I can do that.
Our live shows are live shows. I mean,
these are different.
Like doing the hangs and.
Yeah, I can do that. Okay, duly noted. So if you guys agree with Chris on that, just say +1, and I'll take that as, all right, we're all in agreement with that. Because again, I'm here for you. I mean, if I'm not giving you the content that you want, and about the topics that you want, and the time lengths that you want, I mean, then I've failed, and I don't want to do that. I'm here to, I'm still going to do it my style, which is hopefully what you guys like, but I want to tailor it for, my audience,
Simo79 says, length doesn't matter. It's not what she said. It was the weekend timing. That was all for him. JV says, YouTube seems to prefer less than 10 minutes, but I don't mind 20 minutes.
Okay.
Kyle Hart agrees.
I could probably get them done. I could probably make 15 to 20 minute videos.
Flux is freaking out. Flux is like, sorry I'm late. Do not quit the Amp Madness. I love it, and I'm looking forward to the finals. I want Amp Madness next year, too, as a live hang. Carrie would be the perfect host. Thank you.
No, that's right. It was Flux that suggested that on Facebook. Yeah, thanks, dude. We'll try to make that happen next year, where it's live. And I'm always better off doing... I love lives, because when we're done, I hit end, and I go upstairs. No editing, no nothing. I'm done.
Oh, hey, Dr. John.
Hey, what's up, man? We haven't seen you in a while.
Back. Well, there's a good reason why. He says, hey, all, I love this series. The stealth is going to win it all. I've missed a few of the live streams lately. My daughter was just born, so free time is something I don't have much more. Yeah.
Congratulations, dude.
Congratulations.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Congratulations, Dr. John. You got a nice daughter. He's got 2 kids now, right?
I think so. I know he got a son that was watching with him.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Well, congrats.
I remember those days. You don't. You do not have free time.
You don't have free time at all.
But it's worth it.
It's so worth it.
Tony says the Nat and Skeeter episode, too funny. Because you called me a Nat detention span.
Oh, Nat and Skeeter here.
Nat and Skeeter. Oh, God. JB, same settings. The point is to hear the difference between cabs with all else equal. James Dunn, same settings.
I like you guys a lot right now. Thank you.
Jay, not RJ, but another Jay, just Jay, says, welp, after a week, my Iconic killed itself. Oh, I'm looking at a small, what's KOC, cock head now? KOCH? I'm looking at a small something head now.
I can't read. I don't have my glasses on. KOCH head. I don't know. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that. That sucks, man. KOCH, what is that? Yeah, I'm sorry that that happened. I mean, yeah, even really fancy pants boutique amps die, and mess up. So hopefully you can get it repaired. Hopefully it should be under warranty still. They just came out. So.
Unless you bought it used.
That's still under warranty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Let's see. CMO79. I'm gonna get it out. Agreed with Flux that Carrie should host.
No, that's fine. It's better when you're here anyways.
Well,
so,
thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Metal Snake, what about a fact type episode where you answer gear questions similar to Kyle Bull?
I actually started I started doing a viewer comments episodes a while back, and they got out of hand for me because I started doing characters and it takes way too long to do. So when I think about doing them now, I'm like, oh, God, I gotta...
You need to keep things simple.
I know. It's like I gotta get the chair down here, I gotta get in my Skeeter outfit, put on the Skeeter hat, and do the Skeeter thing.
He needs an assistant.
It's just... He
needs somebody to do all of the things so he can just be the talent.
Yeah.
If you could just be the talent, you guys would be entertained.
Yeah. Are you not entertained? Yeah, because it's a lot of work. And I know it makes me sound like a whiny baby, like, oh, geez, poor you. But it's a ton of work. Because I got to come down here and shoot.
You'll be mad at me later.
Yeah. That's all right. I got to come down here and shoot all the Skeeter stuff. and then have that. Then I got to shoot all my stuff, and then I got to edit it all and put it all together.
Stop whining.
it's a lot. I'm just saying, that's why.
Flux, you just be quiet now.
But I will do that though.
I also like the long videos, and I like the amp talk too. Just no flowery music in the background.
Yeah, I cut that out.
You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus ones. So the 10-15 minutes with an occasional half an hour.
Consider it done. My next one will be about that.
And I think, let me just make a note of where we are. Dean Harkness, thank you for the super chat. We will get to that, and I'm making a note of where I left off. I left off at Brad Shimke here.
Okay.
So there's a new series that you were talking about wanting to do that would be a little bit more edgy than what we've done in the past.
Yeah.
And that kind of stuff, like we were talking about doing a character for that. Maybe not.
Oh, yeah.
You can do these 10 to 15 minute episodes.
Yeah.
And it's more direct to the point, get the information out there. Not a lot of the personality.
Well, some of it is like, what I like to do if I'm going to do it's called Drop the Mic, and basically I'm just going to
Drop the Mic series.
I'm going to drop the mic on certain things and rant about them, like, you know, the whole overdrive thing or the whole overpriced boutique amplifiers thing. I think that's the first one I'm going to do, and there's just some stuff I'm real salty about with that stuff, and I'm just going to let it fly. But the thing is, though, is in that episode, I'll be respectful about it, and I'm not going to trash any brand names, but, you know, I'll be generic about it, but anybody that's in the know will know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I'm going to do that, but here's the thing. This is the way my brain works. I don't want to just talk about it. I want to back it up with proof and actually play the amps that I talk about that I actually recommend. Like, instead of spending your money on some basic, you know, amplifier that's overpriced, I mean, for the same price, you can get one of the amps like this one here, and I turn it on and play it in a mix and go, it's a killer amp, and go over all the different features and functions and whatever on it, and show you what it sounds like, and talk about it real quick, and spend maybe a minute or 3 on the amp, you know, just to give you an idea, you know, of what I'm talking about. So it adds to it. It's production value, but it's also time, you know, but I want to do something like that. There's other topics I want to have rants about, and overdrive pedals is definitely one of them, and I get a lot of comments, and to be honest with you, like, I understand why some people use overdrives and some people don't, okay, and I respect both sides of that, and there's other people that only use them for certain things, and I respect that as well. But what I hate is when people come in to my premieres or my live streams and, like, say, oh, you're using an overdrive pedal? I'm out of here. I'll go somewhere else and watch someone else's channel where they don't water down the sounds of their amps. I'm like, dude, bite me. Seriously. Like, really? So I want to, and it's comments like that, or a good amp that shouldn't need an overdrive pedal. Well, I guess I'll sell all these then, because, you know what I mean? I guess they're all junk, because all of them use an overdrive pedal very well.
I feel like that series will help you get your angst out. It'll help you be able to really express, but not always focusing on the negativity.
Yeah, and it's just once and for all, kind of like, okay, and anytime I see a comment like that, I can just go, copy, paste. There you go. Watch this, dum-dum, enjoy that. Make sure your mommy's near so she can give you your blanket.
And when you do get negative comments, it can go in your idea list for a rant video.
Exactly. And I don't mind, I don't mind doing the rant videos because I think they're funny.
Yeah, I think you'll have fun. And I think they'll have fun watching you get upset.
Yeah. And I'm truly passionate about this stuff, too. Like, I will drop the hammer on some things, and people have seen me do it live. And I have to, but I'll be respectful, but I'm also, might be a few bruises out there, but I don't care. Like, that's what... Honestly, I think that's what YouTube should be about. We shouldn't always have to be so careful about what we say, and let's not offend everybody. I'm sorry, but truth offends. Real art offends. It's polarizing, and it should be...
And if you don't like it, then you don't have to watch it.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, though, is I'm not going to offend just for the sake of offending. I'm just going to say what I think. And offense is never given, it's always taken. That's the thing people have to remember. Offense is always taken. You can take it or not. But truth is always polarizing, and true art is polarizing as well. But I'm not doing it for the sake of being polarizing. I'm just going to speak my mind about this stuff and hopefully shine some light on some things for people that maybe, oh, wow, I never thought of it that way. And if people could just get over themselves and just, well, maybe he's got a point. Because I'm not only going to talk about it, I'm going to prove it. So that's the difference. It's not just a rant, it's a rant with proof.
Brad Chimke says, I still would love a field trip to Motor City Guitar where you meet the staff and see the store.
Yeah.
Plus, Marty has a ton of great stories to tell.
Marty's got a billion stories to tell. Marty's awesome, man. And so is his staff.
Aaron Lucas says, your style and both your personalities are top notch. Never change that.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I do have an edgier side. I try to keep it under wraps here on the show, but I think with the rant series, I can let that dog eat a little bit.
Pluck says, I like all the videos you've been doing lately. The longer, the better. You're doing great.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Come on.
No, keep it coming, man. I could use it this week. Anybody else have? I sound like bridesmaids. Anybody else have anything they want to share?
Bruno,
no, thank you.
+1. So you got another +1.
All right.
Cool. So Dean Harkness with the super chat says, Arnold wants to know what your problem is with March Madness.
Jarrod, you little sissy boy.
Yeah.
What's your problem with the March Madness?
So pull up your sissy boy pants.
Yes, pull up your little pink sissy boy panties and get down here and play. You get to play all these amazing amplifiers. Episodes are very short. It's not like you have to do any shredding that you always screw up on. You just play rhythms. I don't know what your deal is, you little candy ass. Just play. Come on.
Stop whining and keep playing.
Yes, stop whining. No. Thanks, Dean.
James Dunn. 1 amp 3 cabs is a cool idea, as speakers are probably the biggest difference between the overall tone.
Yes, they are. They really are. You guys want me to switch out? Okay. Probably really asking for... No, okay, so the only cab I can easily switch out is the Zilla. I can't switch out the diesel. It's just behind all this. I'm not going to deal with that. So the next one, I'll switch the Zilla for the where is my Harley Benton?
Oh, you left your door unlocked. It's gone now.
Yes. It's here somewhere. I'll use the Harley Benton in the next one. I think that people would like that because it's a very affordable cab.
Yeah, somebody did. They liked it a lot.
Somebody did. They took it.
Jamie says, how about for the 1 amp 3 cab videos, you show the difference with the different mics? All you need to do is just unmute the other mics, so I don't think it's too bad, and we can hear the difference.
I possibly could do that. Yeah, I could probably do that. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
JB also said, but when I saw you changing the settings to suit each cab, I thought, why is he doing that? That must be so much work. And why?
It is. It's a lot of work, CS
says, how many don't care if Jarrod simplifies things?
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. That's the way my brain works, though. I come up with an idea, and next thing you know, it's like, oh, and I solved world hunger and cancer. Awesome, and it's like it just snowballs.
That's one of the things that I always, when I want to start a new project, I'm like, look, it's going to be super simple. Mm-hmm. Just this and this. And his next thing you know,
yeah, it just turns into this crazy.
He does make things better, but you do have an issue with
I do.
Simple.
Well, there's that whole diminished returns thing that happens with me, and I'm starting to realize that, where it's like, I should just make the episode simple, and like, yes, there's all these other ideas I could put in it, but now it's an hour long, and no one watches it.
Yeah.
So diminished returns. Yeah. So I'd rather just keep it simple.
And break it up. Here's your first version.
Yeah.
See how it did. Next version, maybe you put in a little bit of your pizzazz.
Yeah.
Pizzazz
in
it.
We'll do jazz hands and everything. This amp right here just does all kinds of wacky doodle stuff. It's amazing. Jazz hands, and sprinkles, and glitter. Son of a bitch.
Well, now you've done it. Now you've done it.
Just pinch me in the butt and call me Sally. Yeah, I don't know. I could do that, but it just doesn't make any damn sense.
God, we have so many things to get down. Oh, God. Okay.
Should I wear a boa?
You stop talking so I can get through this stuff here. Flux loves the 5 amps I hate video a lot.
Oh, cool. I want to do top 5 amps, too. I want to get that going, too.
Let's see. CMO79. Whoa, hold up. Red 7 is in spawn spot.
Yeah.
I haven't even looked at that yet. Where is
look,
that?
It's right behind you.
We can't see right behind me. Oh, there it is. Hi.
Yeah. It's a nice amp. So about that, Steve Shaheen's borrowing the Splon right now, so that's the only reason why. Red 7's going to be actually where the PV Invective is, because that's going up for sale. It's a good amp. It's just when you have, God, I hate sounding like an arrogant idiot, but when you have the amps that I have, this peasant PV just doesn't work for me anymore. Good boy. No, it's a great amplifier. It's just, if I want that kind of tone, I mean, the EL34 is sitting right above it, and I would reach for that all day over that. So,
Flux doesn't want you to forget about the mystery amp from Amp Madness. Do you have plans for that?
Yeah, I'll reveal it next week.
Okay.
I'll reveal it next week. Yep.
Let's see. JB, one of your rant videos could be people complaining about high gain. They're annoying too. Too much gain for grandpas.
Oh, all right. I'll write that down.
Shred Ain't Dead says, "Do it, dude. I call dumb stuff out all the time on my channel."
He does.
Yeah.
He does. It's hilarious.
Let's see. Tony says, "Too bad. We all love our boost pedals, including the well-textured Mud Killer. They just haven't tried the pedals and knock it." Yeah.
Yep.
Flux wants to see you do an episode on Motor City Guitar.
Okay.
CS, yes, bring in the Benton.
Okay, cool. I will. I think that would be a fun one, because a lot of people like affordable stuff. You know, I mean, who doesn't like affordable stuff, right? So when I do stuff about when I do episodes about affordable gear, people are like, "Oh, now I don't feel like I'm window shopping. I'm actually watching an episode about something that I could probably pull the trigger on right now." Yeah. You know, so absolutely.
Jay, rants are +++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++
start with the overpriced
just
boutique
do what
amps.
You're gonna do overpriced boutique amps, but now you have a couple other ideas.
Yep.
Thrash Pit, hilarious. The Super Kraken, because we were talking about Crocs earlier.
Oh, the Super Kraken.
Super Kraken. Kyle Hart says, love my Harley Benton cab. It's cheap and great vintage 30s.
Hell yeah.
Aaron Lucas, I think a show or series where you speak more on your experiences in music, clubs, pay-to-play Christian scenes, versus... Oh, and then he stopped. Oh, mainstream would be...
Aaron?
Yep, Aaron Lucas.
I mean, I could actually do an episode about that. You know who did an episode about the Christian music scene that I listened to twice, and it was a 2-part series, was Become the Night. That guy did an excellent series on that, and I agreed with 1,000,000,000% of it. He had people come on off camera, and they even changed their voices because these people are in the industry and they were worried about backfire, things get backlash.
Yeah.
And they spoke the truth about a lot of stuff. And even Katy Perry was in the Christian music scene for a while. I didn't know that.
Her dad was a minister.
Okay. So yeah, and they spoke a lot of truth about it, and we were in that industry for a while, and I'll tell you, it was, we learned a lot. I'll just put it to you that way. And we did the pay-to-play episodes. We did a couple of those. To sum that up, don't do it. Anytime a promoter comes to you and says, if you sell 30 tickets, you can play and open up for this band, turn them down. He's not a promoter. He just turned you into one, and you're not getting paid for it. And it's a total ripoff. But
Simo79 says he watched the Become the Night video 2 times too.
Yeah, wasn't it good? I mean, I like that guy a lot. Mike's awesome. He does a lot of great stuff.
Oh, let me scroll back up. Where did I leave off? Tanner, what about a mini amp series? More affordable gear for us peasants.
Oh, yes, I will bestow my greatness upon you. I did a mini amp shootout. That one was before I got my switcher, so that was interesting. I had a hook each amp up. But I got the MT-15 and I got the, what is that? The Mark 525 behind me. Yeah, I could do some more stuff like that. I'd be happy to. Absolutely.
Who just said that? I was laughing at it. Where'd it go? Let me find it. There. Oh, here it is. Flux. There's a new character for the show. Queer Eye for the guitar guy. We were just talking about this earlier. Several years ago. He has a gay character. And it's hilarious, but it's disturbing. So disturbing because it's so good.
So accurate.
He put out a video on Facebook several years ago.
I was making fun of somebody.
Yeah, and I was like, do not ever do that again. Don't ever do it again. Don't do it live. That's private. That's a private show.
I was totally ragging on one of my buddies. It was fun. It was all in fun. Nothing cruel or anything. It was fun.
Yeah. But also it was weird. It was way too weird to watch. Like, I can't handle it.
I didn't even warn anybody.
No.
I just posted it on Facebook one morning and I started getting all these bits. It's like, what the heck? I don't know to come over and slap you or laugh my butt off. What happened there?
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. Yeah.
Tony, the Sally character was priceless. Amen to that.
Sally.
Oh, snap to snaps and a twist. Coming in hot for Bad Chicky.
2 snaps and a twist. Gotcha.
He's so terrible. Simo79. Returned my invective MH2. Laugh out loud. Your explanation sums up my thoughts too. Only the EL84s didn't do it. Just for me, but awesome.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's... I mean, there's a lot of great mini heads out there, and there's a lot of, like I said, the invective's good. It's just, I got an EL34 sitting right on top of it. I mean, that's what I reach for when I'm looking over that direction, or the Herbert, It's just, they're just better.
Aaron wants to know if you'll be doing more camper profiles in the future.
Yes, I will, and I keep saying that. And I have to. I really do have to, because my season's starting soon, and if I don't get a couple packs out before my season starts, my name's going to be mud.
Like you're doing it this week?
Yep, I'll be, okay, I'll do it this week. Maybe anything going on Monday morning? I feel like I got to do something. What do I have to do Monday morning?
You needed to go buy something from Lemons.
Lemons. Yeah, I'm buying lemons on Monday, so you know how long it takes to buy lemons. Yeah.
Oh, you're going to call the apartment complex.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, well, that shouldn't take long. But that and lemons? No, I can't do profiles. No, I should be able to do something on Monday.
Why can I remember what you need to do, but not what I need to do?
I don't know. I got to do an episode on Monday, too, though.
JB says, I know the guitar lick video was a flop, but I liked that.
The what?
Guitar lick video?
Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah.
No?
Now Jamie Trevino does that.
Yeah, he does.
His guitars.
Right.
No, I had a series where I was doing some guitar riffs and stuff, but I mean, most people don't tune into my channel for lessons, so that kind of flopped as well. I mean, we try things. I mean, we try stuff. If it works, great. If it doesn't, we're not butthurt about it. It's just like, hey, you don't know until you try. Just like that video I did with best, delay settings for solos. I mean, I honestly thought that was going to be a huge flop, and it ended up being my best one. So maybe I should go against my better judgment and make videos, I actually thought about doing videos, Skeeter plays an amp. Literally, Skeeter dies.
Everybody loves your characters. Everybody loves your characters.
I mean, I could certainly do that.
TechForge Australia says, if Glenn Fricker can get away with amazing rant videos, I'm happy to watch Jarrod's take as well.
Oh, thanks, man. I honestly think it needs to be said. I mean, I'm not doing it for the sake of doing it. It needs to be said, but why not do it in a way where it's a little more edgy and entertaining, hopefully. Like one of the
That's what my hope is, that it's edgy and entertaining, not just fun. You showing your butt.
No, I'm not going to be a jerk. Yeah. You know, one of the people I really love on YouTube is Critical Drinker. I love that guy's channel. It's amazing. And I love how he'll take a movie that sucks and he'll just rip it to shreds, but he does it in such a funny way. But he's also pretty aggressive about what he thinks, but he softens it up with a little humor. And then he also recommends things too, and I love his channel, and I agree with everything that he says too. So,
Aaron Lucas remembered the gay character on Facebook. It was super disturbing.
Thanks, sweetie. Oh my God.
Let's see. Kyle Hart, Rev 120 in the Leviathan Kemper packs is what he wants.
Okay, Rev 120 and the Red 7 Leviathan. Maybe I should do the Red 7. I think that would be a fun pack. Do
you know it well enough yet?
Yeah, that was just what I was gonna say is when Shaheen came over the other day, I was like, dude, you wanna play it? He's like, yeah. So I had it dialed in okay for my live stream the other night, but I was even thinking, man, there's something missing. And then when he got here, that's when we fired up the Stealth, because that's my go-to amp to dial everything in against. That is the Mac Daddy. That one and the EL34. Those are the two beasts, the kings of the hill in this room as far as I'm concerned, as far as brutality and just overall great tone. And so, and I'm not trying to get other amps to sound like them. I just want them to be able to, in their own way, with their own voicing, keep up with what these amps do. And as soon as we fired up the Stealth and went back and forth on the switcher, there were some things I could have done better with the Red 7. And I'll do a video about that very soon. But the Red 7 sounds even better now. So, I think now I could probably profile it and be happy with what I come up with, yeah.
Thrash Pit says, I like the madness, but I would streamline it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like... Because with the madness, you have brackets, right? So you have, these amps against these amps, and I can only do so many amp shootouts in one day too. Because what I have to do is I have to wait for you guys to vote for the winners of the previous shootout, and then I take those and move them forward, and then put them up against each other. So that's kind of how it works, But I mean, the only way I could really streamline the hell out of it is just do a live stream with it and get the only thing that helps me speed it up is the voting, So, but yeah, I appreciate it.
So Harv asks, do you know how to use MIDI with the Stealth 100? I can't seem to find any good information on how it's done. And then Dean jumped in and said he doesn't think it has MIDI.
It doesn't, but Shaheen helped me out with that. I got this Engel, you can get an amp gizmo. I don't think they make them anymore, but you can find them on Reverb used. If you can find a good deal on one, buy it, because it will work any amp, whether it's got MIDI or not. I have this Engel box here.
Yeah, They Aren't Human says it's called the RJM Mini Amp Gizmo.
Yep, that's what you get.
They're not the easiest to find. Just picked one up and got a cable from BTPA.
That's how you do it. Or this Engel deal will do it as well. I can't read the name on it right now, but just look up for Engel MIDI box. Just Google that, and that will also do it. Yep, because it's working my Stealth right now, and all I'm using is MIDI out from my Boss ES8 into the Engel box, and then for a 1/4 inch out into the amp, and it works.
Lucas Siciliano says,
hey.
Hello, Jarrod and Kiri. Great to see your live show.
What's going on, man?
I really appreciated Jarrod's review of the Red 7 amp.
Thank you. Well, thank you for sending it to me, and it got here in one piece, which was awesome, and it sounds great. It really does. Luca is the owner of Red 7, so it's good to see you here, man. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks for the comment.
And I'm telling you, dude, you make one hell of an amp. Mm-hmm. There's some great features on it, and I'm gonna use amps like yours in my video that I have coming up. I'll just say that. Yeah. So and it's a good thing. It's definitely a good thing, and I appreciate you sending it here.
All right, so where did I leave off? Then They Aren't Human gave the answer about the gizmo thing. Mm-hmm. And then Tech Forge Australia says maybe next year's March Madness, all amps can be mystery amps to eliminate brand bias.
I was just thinking that myself. I really was thinking that myself. It would be nice to do that so that when, yeah, you're right, because a lot of people just vote for their amp because it's like, well, I own that amp, so it's the best or whatever.
I was going to say, you could even use you could do it again and use the footage, just not put the names. You already recorded them all.
God, editing. Yeah, I mean, I'll do it next year, and I'll do it mystery-wise, and we'll reveal the winner at the end.
Dean thought that was an awesome idea.
That is a good idea. It really is. I think that's an excellent idea. So if I do it next year, I'll do it blind. And I think that will keep more suspense, too, because people are going to be like, oh, my God, I don't know which one's going to win. Because when I have friends come over here that are looking for an amp, I put them on the switcher. They're always on the switcher, so I'll switch, and I know what the numbers are, but they don't know what numbers I'm pushing. And I'll be like, pick 5 amps that you're trying to choose from, and I'll switch through them, and they'll blindly pick their favorite amp, and then I reveal it at the end and go, this is the one you picked. They're like, really? Like, yeah, that's the one you picked. And they're like, holy crap. They'll be like, let me hear the one I thought I was going to get again, and I will switch to that, and I'll be like, okay, then I'll switch to the one that I picked. Okay, and we'll switch back and forth and be like, oh my God, you're right. Yeah, I do like this one better. And I'm like, brand bias is a thing. It really is. So you're right.
So Jay says, since WrestleMania is this weekend, let's hear your impression of Hulk Hogan promoting one of your amps. Hulk Hogan would be a good character to promote it.
Oh my God, I don't even know how to do Hulk Hogan. Let me tell you something, brother. This amp right here.
You gotta study up on that one.
What you gonna do?
When it comes to it, right?
What you gonna do when my big old KT88 tubes come for you?
They aren't human. With the Engel MIDI, is the effects loop always on?
I think so. Yeah, it should be, because most people would want. That's a good question. I really don't. I'm gonna say I don't know. I don't want to mislead anybody.
Jarrod retracted his message.
I retract my statement, brother.
George Smigo. Idea, mic cab versus same version IR with reactive load. Do they sound the same, or are they close enough to not tell the difference?
Mic to cab versus same version. If I have the same cab and mic that's associated with the IR, I could check them out. Yeah, for sure. Some IRs sound like crap. I mean, on amps, like the DI outs, you play it and you're like, what was that, an afterthought? You know, it's terrible. Some of them sound really good. So I'll be happy to test that out.
Flux says, I think you should do a series rating and roasting subscribers' rigs. I would send you a new pic of my finished rig for you to roast. You could even do some rig roasts as different characters.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I mean, Fluff kind of does that, but I mean, if Ready to Roast My Rig, Fluff does that, I definitely don't want to be a cop. Maybe I'll have to call it something else, you know, but let me put it in the ideas thing, because I'm happy to do stuff like that for you guys. I was talking to somebody a while back about doing rig rundowns, subscriber rig rundowns. Maybe I can do that as Skeeter or somebody, you know. I mean, I'll just say subscriber rig rundown.
Simo79 says, want to get views? All the amps at once. All at once.
Explode.
JB says, someone messaged me now and they said that it's true. Dream Theater won a Grammy. They tweeted it.
Good for them. Finally, the scammies came through after how many years them guys been touring the globe? I mean, geez. It's about damn time. You know? I mean, they're a killer band. Good for them.
CS put out to everybody. He said, if Jarrod offered to give any of you one amp from his collection, which would you choose?
Oh, that's a good question.
He would pick the Metza. Flux says he would pick the Herbert.
Yep, they're all... It's hard to give any of them away. I'll tell you what, if I was to give any of them away, it would be the Triumph. That using Kettner Triumph, I mean, I have to sell it to get my money back for it, but if I was to give one away, that would be it. Bye.
Jay says that was an impression of a jacked up Richard Nixon impersonating Hulk Hogan.
I'm not a clerk.
Oh, God. Yeah, JV says, yeah, that sounded like the Nixon's head from Futurama. Fox says subscriber rig rundown sounds awesome.
Okay, yeah, I could do that. I think that would be fun. Yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun. So
Harv says, I was over with the Grammys once. Jethro Tull won the Metal Album of the Year of Metallica and Justice for All.
That's just so stupid, man. They need to split those up, and I don't know. That whole thing is just so dumb. They got a bunch of idiots running it that don't know metal from country, you know? I mean, the CMAs have their own thing, you know? It's like, what? Don't get me started. But yeah, so, all right, let's officially do the rig rundowns. I mean, my email is in the description. So send me pictures of your rigs, or even a video clip, probably no longer than maybe a minute, you know, of your rig. Just showing your rig and talking about it, minute to 2 minutes tops.
Oh, sure. You want to put out 48 minutes.
Well, I have to put a bunch of them in one episode. I can't have 15-minute rig rundowns. So 2 minutes tops of your rig, and keep it concise, and put it up on YouTube and send me a link to it. And I'll download it and put it in a show, and I will talk about your rigs and show your rigs. And yeah, that would be great. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, the kind of music that you play, and your equipment, and what you like about it. So... yeah, do that. And the email's right there, so send them to me. I'll do
Tony says, instead of coffee with Ola, Jarrod, have wine and cigars with Jarrod.
Dude, I would love that.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. I mean, if we could spark up a cigar down here, I would, but this whole place...
Staking up the whole house.
You wouldn't even see us. But I'm working on...
It's true. You'd be like...
Hey, can you see us?
Coughing in the smoke.
The old fogey stogie. Yeah.
Maybe someday.
Yeah. Yeah,
We'll
I'd
build
love to do
a
that.
room with some ventilation.
Yep, that's one of my dreams. I'd love to have a cigar lounge out the side of my house.
Mm-hmm. JB says, I can never understand why Jethro Tull was metal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anthony, other than the EVHs, what's your favorite amp in the background?
I love the Savage, and I mean, I really love them all, you know, a lot. I mean, there's days I come down here and plug into an amp that I just have a hankering for, and I'm just like, dude, this sounds like tonight. I plugged into the Kraken, and I'm like, dude, this amp sounds incredible. So
I always like the Kraken.
Yeah,
you never want to play it.
No, I love playing it. It's just when you have 16 amps, it's like, which one am I going to play tonight? But yeah, I mean, there's times I plug into any one of these amps, and I just feel like, oh my God, this amp is just glorious, you know. So I really like them all, you know. I really do.
Mike Nash says, I'm here, and I nominated myself for the first one.
That's right. It was Mike Nash I was talking to about doing a rig rundown. So yes, yes. So send me a link. You know, like I said, keep it concise and tell us, you know, quickly a little bit about yourself, the kind of music that you play, and then just give a nice shot of your rig and all that. And if you have it mic'd up properly, then play a couple riffs on it and stuff. And yeah, I think that would be kind of cool.
They Aren't Human says, saw Ola's blindfolded test, and the Rev did really bad in it. I want to try one still, though.
Interesting. Wow. That's interesting.
Mike Nash says, my 18-minuter wasn't good enough.
I wish we could do them that long, but, you know, when you got like 10 of them to do, I mean, that could be a long episode.
Me too. Jay, if you do a cigar episode, I better get an invite.
Absolutely, dude. You'd be my first call.
Mm-hmm.
Well, besides her, of course.
Well, thanks. Maybe we could do it on your porch.
Yeah.
On your deck this summer.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
Maybe it could be one of the episodes when, like, the electricity goes off during a storm.
Or we did it in the car.
You can smoke it up in your car.
Oh, yeah. Well, I wouldn't care, but...
Roll the windows down and...
Yeah, we'll just do it in your car.
No! Oh, that's funny. Well, you want to play something?
Yeah. So let's hear the Kraken really quick here.
I want to hear the Kraken.
I want to hear the Kraken too. We're gonna release it.
Release the Kraken.
All right. So let me mute the room mic here and get going. go. There's a couple mixes and some riffs for you. Yeah, this thing sounds good.
I love that amp.
It's a good amp.
I don't know what it is. It just sounds super evil.
Evil. You sound like a little kid. It sounds evil. Oh, it does.
Think of a better. It's crunchy.
Yeah.
It's dark.
Yep.
Nasty.
Yep.
And
scary.
Scary.
It's scary.
And evil.
It's scary and evil.
I like it.
No, it is. It is a great amp. I mean, that's what I mean. It's hard to pick your favorite.
You play the Evanescence tune on that. Do you have the right guitar for?
Yeah, I do. I haven't practiced it in a bit, but
play it.
All right. Oh, here comes a train wreck.
It sounds mean, Flux says.
It is. It's a mean, nasty amp. Let me see if I can actually pull this off. Oh, here goes. Like I said, train wreck.
That was a little bit of a train wreck.
It was a train wreck.
It ended well.
Yeah, that was one of them songs, like, when I go live, like, I play all my mixes twice. I have to kind of remember, like, what I did. I have to play them twice before I go live, and I did not play that one tonight.
That's all right.
So
they're liking it, though.
Oh, that's good.
Flux says it sounds really thick and full.
Warts and all, right?
Tony says it's filthy, dog down, dirty amp.
It is. It's nasty, man. I got the gain at like 11 o'clock, too. It's not even that high. So, yeah, it's. I'm on channel 2 right now. I still haven't programmed this amp yet with my new pedal board, but yeah, it's.
Flux says Stay Metal Ray is touring with the Kraken right now.
Yeah, he is. He's touring with the Kraken, both the amp and the pedal, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yep.
Metal Snake. Jarrod, you should do gear reviews. Been drooling over the High Wind Direwolf OD Overdrive lately. Truck driver Sean reviews pedals, and the more good things we hear, the more likely we are to buy.
Yes. In fact, Jordan was supposed to. I was talking to him a couple weeks ago about sending me one. So I haven't. I gave him my information. I haven't heard from him since. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Yep. So we were supposed to work something out and do it. So I haven't heard from him. So and I don't want to nag him. You know, he's busy. So but yeah, if I get my hands on one, I'll be happy to review it. Absolutely.
Tony says Carrie is mesmerized, soaking up that nastiness.
That nastiness.
I was trying to, I got the weird ear holes.
Yeah.
So I was trying to put these directly in so they weren't like.
Oh. So in the monitor, it looked like you were plugging your ears. I'm like,
oh,
well,
did it?
Yeah.
No,
yeah. This is going really well.
No, I was pointing them more directly because sometimes my skin closes the thing.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
So I hear the talking in your head version.
Oh, I hate that. Like you're under a pool.
Yeah.
Underwater.
So I was trying to direct the noise right into my brain.
Yeah. I could do something super chunky on this. Let me
Harv
do that.
says you might also do some technique videos, show some of the sweeps and taps you do. I think I saw one that was like that in a video from like 3 or 4 years ago, neoclassical sweeps.
Yeah, I did some stuff, I think it was a year or two ago, and we were talking about that earlier, and I appreciate that. I just hardly got any views. It was like a couple hundred views, and I'm like, well, that's all right. I guess people, I mean, I'm willing to revisit things as long as I get views. I mean, the main thing as a YouTuber is you want to give out content that people want to see. And what really tells you, there's two things that tell us that. How many views we get, and how many subscribers, because each video will tell us how many subscribers it got us. And if it doesn't get you any and you're getting low views, you're like, well, you can't argue with stats, so you're like, well, I guess I won't do that again. But I mean, I'm willing to revisit things.
Thank you for the super chat, Christopher.
I said noob.
He's not a noob though.
No, he's ragging on me. Dude, I agree. That was a total noob solo. It was like, that's hilarious.
Samo79 says the chords are really organic on the Kraken. It sounded really good.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it does. It sounds really good. And I have, so just so you guys know, like I got the Boss ES8, and Steve Shaheen was kind enough to help me hook it up and then program it. Dude, I got to tell you, I'm going to do a video on this, but I just thought I'd announce it tonight, just do a quick little run-through with it. Dude, this pedal is just insane. You hook all your analog pedals up to it. It has 8 loops on it, and it has 8 presets. And you can hook your pedals in any order on here and not worry about it, because you could program the board to turn certain pedals off and put them in per preset. You could turn any pedal on or off and place it anywhere in the flow where you want it, before or after the amp, in front of this pedal, in front of that one, behind this, that, whatever. You could do all that, and you even get momentary switching. So you could just get a switch. You could just program a switch to just tap on it, and when you tap on that switch, it'll turn on or off multiple pedals or just one pedal. And then as soon as you let off on the switch, they all turn off again. And I'll demonstrate that for you right now. I actually have it for my flanger, so I can turn it on and off with momentary switching, and I'll show you that just real quick right now. Yeah, so that's that last video I did with the March Madness. That's how I started that one song out. with the little Eddie Van Halen thing, and I just tapped on the thing. Yeah. So yeah, there's just a million things. This thing will actually do everything, and it switches all your amps too. You can MIDI. It sends out 2 different MIDI commands, CC and PC. I mean, it's just I'm blown away with how cool this unit is. I mean, it's worth every penny. So if you're an analog guy and you just don't want to switch to a modeler or whatever, a multi-effects unit, and you love your pedals, but you don't want to tap dance, this will do all that stuff for you, and it's so flexible. I mean,
I can't even imagine watching you. The river dance that would ensue.
Oh, I would have to take lessons from Michael Flatley to be able to, yeah, it would be nuts, man.
Ronnie K joined us. Hey, Ronnie K.
Hey, what's going on, man? I just dropped my pick. Where did it go?
Kool-Aid Man says, rippin'.
Rippin'.
Dean Harkness is just reminding us that I said I was going to sing this week.
Oh, I know. Well, we, because of all the...
I'm ready.
Because of all the extra setup we had to do tonight, we didn't even have a chance to sound check or anything. So
I'm ready.
Well, we're not sound checked though, and I don't have an amp. I got to have an amp program to switch, from clean to dirties and all that, and I just don't have that tonight. I'm still not done switching, programming this board, but we will get that done soon. I just got to. That's the thing. Like, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes here that. Screw me up. So but we will try to get that done next week.
Harv says, I'm going to get the ES8 and the KHE switcher. I'm not sure which I'm going to buy first. I need more money.
Yeah, I hear you, dude. I'll tell you what, man. Good to see you here, Harv. Both are, I just can't recommend them enough. Love my KHE. If it wasn't for the KHE amp switcher, I couldn't do 90% of what I do on this channel. I'm serious. That is one hell of a product, and the guy who makes them, Marcus, is one hell of a dude. And this ES8 system is also just incredible. I mean, I got the Joyo one, and I thought that was great. This makes the Joyo system, it's like child's play. This thing is insane what it can do. So, yeah, I couldn't be happier.
Dean says, I suggested a lick of the week. Don't dedicate the whole video to it, but have a segment, kind of how Olo used to do in his weekly videos.
Yeah, I can see what I can do about that. Yeah, for sure. Yep, I can totally do that. Good. I'll put that in the phone suggestion.
It's going in the suggestion box.
It's going in the suggestion box.
Love it. We're caught up on the comments, you guys. If you want to ask some more questions, have anything to say, go ahead and put it in there. While Jarrod is checking his suggestion box.
Yeah, and trying to figure out what other song I'm going to screw up next. Oh, let's do this one.
You're going to do a real heavy one.
I'll do a nasty one. All right, 1 second here. There, that's a nasty one. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh my God. Yeah, that amp's really sounding good tonight, man. I got her dialed
JB
in.
says I like lick of the week. I get bored playing the same stuff all the time. I need some new riffs and licks to steal.
Yeah, actually, when we started doing this, I actually did that for a couple episodes, and I kind of dropped it. Not for any reason, just one of those ADHD things, I just dropped it.
Metal Snake says, would you compare Leviathan to 5150 Marshall Rectifier?
It's actually going to get compared to the Stealth in my next episode, so I'm going to shoot them out. I would say it's probably closer to, man, it's like a cross between, there we go. It's kind of a cross between a stealth and, gosh, what else? Can't think of what else. There's another amp out there somewhere that it's a cross between. It's really cool. Maybe even channel 1 on the Kraken, because channel 1 on the Red 7 is really thick. It's really beefy and thick, and it feels great to play, and it sounds awesome. It's actually less saturated than I am used to, but it works. Like, it's got this really nice feel to it that I really like a lot, and it's very unique, and it's got enough saturation. I'm one of those guys that always wants a little bit more just in case, but I don't always really need it. It's one of those placebo things, So I really think they did a great job on it. And channel 2, if there's not enough gain in that channel, I mean, you need to go rethink your life choices. I mean, there's plenty of gain in channel 2. It's awesome.
Harv, thank you so much for the super chat. He says,
thank you.
I don't know how you run a business and still put out 3 to 4 videos a week. I want to let you know how much we appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much. That really means a lot. Thank you so much. And sometimes I don't know how I do it either, because, like, I got home after washing 40 trucks Friday night, because I did an episode Friday before I left for work, and then I went to work and came home. I'm like, well, I'll do March Madness, part 5 when I get home. When I got home, I was done. I mean, it was one of them nights where I just felt like, did they add more trucks? I just felt like I was never going to leave. It just went on and on and on. By the time I got home, I was done. And every truck was covered in mud.
And tis this season in Michigan.
So you couldn't even tell what color some of these trucks were. They're just covered in mud. Because these trucks go about 250 miles a day. So they're just covered. And when I got home, I was like, done. So, yeah. But I appreciate that very much. Yep.
CS says, this might be a noob question, but where in your chain do you put your noise gate, before or after the drives?
Both. Before or after the drives. Okay, so my G8 is after the drives, and it's also in the loop. I have it hooked up 4-cable method. So the more modern noise gates you want to put in 4-cable method, get one that does that, because it shuts down the going into the amp, and it also shuts down the after the effects loop, so you don't have all that hiss and all that too. So yeah, I would definitely get something like that, but put it after your noise gate.
Flux, why did you change the setting on the Engel Savage Mark II contour switch on when you put it up against the Diesel Herbert in Amp Madness? I gave the Savage an edge. It gave the Savage an edge in volume.
I always have the contour on the Savage. That's how I run it. And what happens when you have the contour on, it gives this mid hump that's really pleasing to your ears, but sometimes it can take it covers up some of the highs. So what you do to attenuate for that is crank the presence. So I have the presence up to like just past 3 o'clock on it to attenuate for that. It's not overly bright though. It kind of balances out those mids, because if you don't do that, it's all mids. So, having these amps on a switcher really teaches me those things, because the Stealth is like, it's dialed in perfectly. There's nothing I would change about it. So anytime I put another amp up against it and it's not as bright, or if it, I'll try to balance it out. But the other amp still has its own voicing, and that's what I'm trying to show, just to be fair.
JB, I actually wrote a cool riff recently. I might record and send it to you to show my rig off if I have time.
Do it, man. Yeah, I want to see your guys' rigs, and I promise you I'll do an episode about it. I think that would be a lot of fun. I really do. And videos, I'd love to do pictures, but videos are even better, because people can hear you talk. They can hear you play for a couple seconds, or 20 seconds or whatever. They can hear you describe your rig and like kind of music that you play. And I think it's a great way for our community to get to know each other better. Just like the what I call the nights where guys jam. What is that called? Community jams.
Community jams.
Yeah, just like those, and that'll be coming up soon. Yep, Steve Shaheen did it, and I believe Bobcat did it as well. So,
All right, we are caught up again. Is there anything you want to play?
If only.
You play the Sphinx, or is that purple guitar?
That's purple guitar, but it's right over there. You know, I can
That'd probably sound great on the Kraken.
Probably, right? Yeah, you know what? Let me grab the purple guitar and do the
Absolutely.
Sphinx. Pardon me.
Look forward to hearing that for sure.
Yeah. Why not?
When are we gonna do the community jam? Did somebody else write this one, or did you send out?
I think I sent out the Sphinx, actually.
Who'd you send it to?
I sent it to whoever asked. I'm trying to remember everybody, but you know what? Let's do community jam next week, because we've had plenty of time to get them out
Unless
there.
we're gonna do March Madness live.
Yeah, unless we do that. I'll have to figure that out. It'll be either next week or the week after. Yeah.
And I'm gonna sing.
Yeah, and you're gonna sing. Unless we do March Madness live.
Unless we do March Madness. I had to sing the halftime show.
Yeah. Well, we could probably make that happen. Pardon me. Pardon moi. All right. I'm here with the purple guitar. All right, 1 second here, guys. That mix was a little off. I think the amp's a little loud for these mixes tonight. I'm going to turn it down just a hair.
JB wants you to do the week after because he hasn't had time to record something yet.
Oh, all right. Well, we can do that. So 2 more weeks, we'll do the community jam. How's
Dean
that?
Harkness says, "Is crappy phone audio okay? I don't have a mic set up. I'm not that fancy."
Yeah, dude, that's fine. Yeah. Yep. For your rig rundown, absolutely. Yeah. Yep.
Joshua Stevens, I sent my community. He's Bobcat.
Yeah.
I sent my community jam. I have to send the rig rundown.
Oh, sweet, dude. Do it. Yeah, that would be awesome.
A cable crap out for cable method.
Oh, that
and I
sucks.
have to put a new toggle switch in his guitar. And also took a dump.
Man, that sucks. I hate when that happens. I've been there. My JP15, I had to put a new toggle switch in it, and it drove me nuts, man. Ordering the part and waiting. Yeah.
Tech Forge Australia watches Jarrod play. Yeah, that looks easy. I can do that. Actually has a go sounds like an orchestra falling down multiple flights.
Hey, I feel like that's what I sound like tonight, to be honest with you. I don't feel like I'm playing very well tonight, but maybe I should, while I'm crapping the bed here, I might as well just, cover the whole bed with everything.
Tony asked if you still have the cab switcher hooked up. Could we hear a lick on the Zilla cab too?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me switch over to that. It's right there, just so you know.
I got my
You got your ears in. All right, 1 second here. I'll play one on the...
unless this is like...
I don't know.
Let's do it slowly.
Yeah, I'll bring it up slowly. So I'll play on the Mesa real quick, and then I'll switch over. There you go. So there's a quick little ditty for you on the Zilla.
That's so cool that you can do that.
I know. Yeah, that's what I mean. This KG amp switcher, man, it's nice. Costs a lot of money, but it's definitely worth, especially for doing what I do. I mean, it's nice to have, That's part of what I do for you guys,
Flux said, way cool. That KAG is awesome.
It really is, man. I love that system.
JB said, I'll probably be able to record the solo this next weekend. I have to remember to tune my guitar down a half step.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah, you got to tune down a half step for that one.
CS. Or we could wait until he puts out the 1 amp 3 cabs with the Kraken.
That will be maybe next. I think I'm supposed to do the Kraken next, yeah. So the Kraken will be in the next 1 amp 3 cabs.
Tony says, Arnold says the amp is too loud. It's time to pump it up.
Turn it down now. Bump it up here.
It was fine. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Let me do City Lights. I mean, like I said, while I'm screwing up my mixes tonight, I might as well screw that one up too.
Dean says, this is going to be fun. Can't wait to see what everyone is jamming on.
No, I like that idea. I think it's really cool. Because it's a good way for us to get to know each other so that when people comment, you kind of know where that person's coming from. I actually did that when I was in the pressure washing forums a long time ago. I was like, you guys should be putting, I was a moderator in one of them. I said, you guys should be putting in, what you specialize in so that when you make comments, people can understand where you're coming from.
Window washing.
Yeah, like some guys that were just truck washers only, and they were commenting on well, this is how you should wash a house. Like, dude, don't you wash trucks? Yeah, well, shut up. Because it's you don't wash houses is a completely different thing. And I'm not saying it for that reason, but it was a business thing. But for this, when people comment, you could be like, oh, that's right, that guy plays this and he plays this kind of music. So it just kind of helps people understand your background, so they understand, you know, it's the grain of salt that can come with the comments, you know, and it's actually a good thing, you know. So yeah, I like it. I'm looking forward to it. What was I doing?
You're gonna play City Lights.
Oh, okay. That's right. I'm gonna screw up City Lights. All right, 1 second here.
Nah.
Barely made it through that one. Yeah.
Skinny or deep.
Yeah, this is what happens when you shoot videos with a bunch of just rhythms in them and you don't get a chance to practice your own songs.
Harv says, I think technology has gotten to the point you can get a pedal like the Digitech Drop and stop worrying about tunings.
Yeah, that's a good pedal. I actually used that for a while when we were playing out. Remember, I used to have that little red pedal on my board for all our different tunings. Yeah, yep.
Vince Vegas.
Hey, what's up, man?
He says, Jarrod, when it's my time to go, you don't mind if I get buried in that room, do you? It's amp heaven. Vince Vegas, put yourself in a little... What do you call those? Urn.
Yeah,
we'll put you right up here.
We'll put your ashes right up on the shelf next to your favorite amp.
That's right.
Pick the amp and we'll put you up there.
That's hilarious.
and creepy.
And creepy. A little bit.
Who's that urn? Oh, that's just Vince. He's chilling.
JB says the Digitech Drop has a lot of latency, though.
Yeah, there's a little bit. There's some pedals. I think there's some other pedals out there that are better. I don't know. I mean, it definitely is great for, you know, when you're trying to travel light and you're on the road and it's just like I can't bring 10 different guitars, you know. So I get it.
Driving me crazy.
Are they?
Yeah. Out.
Yep.
Out you go.
Out you go.
Let's see. Where did I leave off? JB says I'm going to use my Music Man Jason Richardson cutlass. I just changed the strings on it.
Oh, nice. There you go, man. Those are nice, too. Those are really nice.
Flux said that sounds excellent. Nice tight chunk and soaring leads.
Thank you.
JB, maybe they have something better now. I don't know, but that's why you have multiple guitars to tune differently.
Yeah, that's what I ended up doing. I just an excuse for me to buy another guitar, but but tunings, you know.
In the Arnold voice, don't worry about the slight flub. It just proves you're human and not a Terminator.
Don't worry about it. We're all human, except for me, of course. I'll kill you if you screw up.
Harp says, I have plenty of guitars, but usually I have one that I'm playing more than the others until I fall in love with one of the other ones.
It's hard for me to adjust to other guitars. It really is. I mean, because with these, the ergonomics, I mean, the switch is right here. So I can literally, I could be sweep picking and change the pickups. That's how ergonomic these are. So I just love where everything is. And when I get another guitar and the switcher's back here, I'm always like, oh, God, now I got to, you know, it's just the way it is, you know. But when it's, you know, when you're used to everything being in a certain spot, it's hard sometimes to adjust to guitars.
Harf says, I have plenty of guitars, but usually I have... Oh, I think I already played... Yeah, I already read that. Sorry, my bad. Vince, this was smoking, dude.
Thank you.
Tony, yeah, that's the win of having other guitars with different tunings and not messing with them.
Yeah. Yep. These are like, this is a half step down. The red one is standard. And the 6-string is C-sharp standard. So...
We've got about 5 minutes left in the show, so if you have any final comments or questions, go ahead and put them in the chat.
Please do.
Dean Harkness, thanks for another super
chat.
Oh,
thank you, man.
He says, I had something hit me yesterday while playing in my new room. Playing through tube amps, you and the amp both have to warm up, and when it gets going, it sounds better, which inspires better playing.
No, you're 100% right, Dean, and thanks for the super chat again. You're right. I mean, tonight you guys actually watched me warm up. I didn't play, I warmed up. I mean, that's literally what I did. And that's what it is. Like, I'll come down here, typically before a show, and I'll let myself screw up and play horribly for a few minutes. And I'm like, yeah, I'm warming up. So what? And I forget, like, oh, where did I go on that riff again? And then as I go, like, I'll play each song twice. And that's when I'm like, oh, that's right, this and that. And a lot of times when I'm writing, I'll play that solo so much over and over again. Like on City Lights, I was playing that solo straight every day for like a week. And muscle memory kept dragging me towards those parts. Even when I was playing other songs, I'd get confused and go, oh, wait, no, I'm supposed to go. Which song? Yeah, you get screwed up, you know, and it's like, oh, you
have a lot of Jarrodisms that are in your songs that I can understand.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like, well, and on the other song, the Jarrodism was over here, and in this song, it's up here. I get all my Jarrodisms mixed up. So yeah, it happens, you know.
Metal Snake. I have 5 8-string Ibanez's, and they are all tuned to half step down.
Dude, nice. Mm-hmm. That's a guitar I like to try. Oh, excuse me.
Revolution is my name. Better late than never, man.
What's up, man? Good to see you.
Let's see. Dean Harkness. I think models haven't gotten that part. I'm not sure what part, but...
Oh, probably the tube warm-up and all that, yeah.
JB says, I always liked E standard best, including for 7. It just seems like the right tension with 10s.
It does, you know. I like... This is as low as I like to go with 10s, is a half step down. They still feel really good. They're a little looser, but I kind of like it, you know. A whole step, I couldn't do it with 10s. I'd have to switch to bridge cables.
Metal Snake says he was surprised you ordered a Kiesel because the Music Man is fancier.
Yeah, the Music Man guitars are insane. But that Kiesel's going to be gorge.
It's going to be pretty.
Yeah, it's going to be nice.
Vince Vegas, are your songs all pretty much originals?
Yes. Yep, everything I play on here are songs that I wrote.
Only when I can convince him to do a cover. Get one of those in there.
You know, it's weird. Like, I'm not much of a learner. I'm more of a writer. And learning other people's music can be really frustrating for me because I have a really weird approach to music. And I'm just not good at learning other people's music. I used to be when I was a kid. When I first started playing, I would listen to the radio and figure out, Judas Priest songs and Ozzy and Van Halen and all that stuff. And I used to be really good at it. Then I stopped training my ear to figure that stuff out and just started doing my own writing. And you can lose. You have to. That's a muscle that you have to, maintain. Learning other people's music. It's not as easy as people think. Mm-hmm. And if you step away from it for a long time, you can definitely lose it.
Metal Snake says, I had a Carvin DC 800, but I switched to Ibanez because I have small hands.
Hey, you gotta play what works for you, man. I get it. Those wizard necks are amazing. So, aren't you the one that plays 8 strings, though? I think he plays 8 strings. Wow, with small hands, that's got to be tough. Yeah, because that's a big fretboard. So I bet you that's probably a pretty good challenge for you. Or maybe that's why he switched, because the necks on the Ibanez fit his hands better for 8 strings. 8 strings is no easy guitar to play.
Christopher says, I know playing an unfamiliar guitar is like holding another guy's hand, but I would love to see how some of these amps sound when a semi-hollow guitar is played through them.
Ooh, that would be interesting. That would really be interesting.
Harv says he fell in love with Ibanez J Customs and Prestige guitars.
Yeah, I was a huge Prestige S guy before I switched to the Ernie Balls, and I still think those guitars are insane. They're really good.
George says, hey guys, have you played on a 4x12 cabinet?
I have. I used to have a Mesa 412 and a Mesa 212, and I kind of put them together on stage when we used to play out with my Mesa rig. And I love the 412s. They're great, but down here, I just can't fit a 412 underneath these shelves. I mean, it's just too much. They're just too big. But one of these days, I'm going to have a 412 down here, and I'll shoot it out with a 212. I honestly prefer the 212s because they have more punch in them. The 412s have a bigger, airier sound, but there's an airiness to them, and they're a little looser sounding. The 212s are punchier and just they have more attack, and I just prefer those, but I think both are great,
There you go. Metal Snake says I live on 7th, occasionally use an 8.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha, yeah.
I haven't seen this name before. I'm assuming it's the Greek 13 with 3s.
Oh, okay.
For at-home use only, build a small pedal board or grab something like the Helix or Fractal FM3 for effects to use with my amps.
That's a good question. I mean,
Dean says he has the HSFX and enjoys it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, the HXFX is really good. Okay, so with the pedals, what I'm learning is that, if you want a new pedal, it's $100. You can go pedal shopping, and it's kind of fun, like, oh, look at that pedal, $150, whatever. And you can add a pedal to your pedal board, and it's really cool. And they're real. You can dial them in, and it's all real stuff, and it's a lot of fun. But with like the HXFX and FM9 and stuff like that, it's all self-contained, and everything's in there. But in order for you to upgrade, if you can add pedals to them, of course, but sometimes you have to wait for updates for new pedals to be added to the digital software. So it really depends. If you just want to have a more straightforward rig and just something real simple, and save money, just get the couple pedals that you need. Or if you don't mind spending the money, get a digital platform and hook it up via 4-cable method. And there's a lot of great stuff that they do. I used my Helix for years like that and loved it. So it just really depends. It's just food for thought, depending on which way you want to go.
All right. Well, it's after 9.
Oh, man. And I'm hungry.
It's been a great 2 hours.
It has. It's been an awesome 2 hours. And guys, thank you so much for all the suggestions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
Listening to the whining.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I can be a whiner, but the thing is though is I really do appreciate the suggestions, and I take all that stuff to heart, and I appreciate the encouragement as well. Harv reached out to me this week and sent me a really nice message.
Thanks for doing that, Harv.
Yeah, I really appreciated that. It really means a lot, we all go through stuff in life, and we put our hearts and souls into things, and sometimes it doesn't work out, and it could be a little frustrating and discouraging at the moment, but we all pull through it, and I appreciate you guys very much. And I will work on those things and, take note of those. And
15 minutes with the occasional 30.
Yep, I will do that. I will and honestly, it saves me a lot of time. And I'm going to try to keep them a little more raw and unproduced because, like I said, it's just too much editing and craziness. I'd rather just shoot it. I was happy when I did the first 1 amp 3 cabs. I was super stoked. I'm like, dude, that was 18 minutes. And it took me 10 minutes to edit it. I'm like, dude, I can do these all day. I mean, this is the kind of stuff I want to do. So I'll simplify that, and I won't dial in the amp for the 3 cabs anymore. I don't care. I mean, I appreciate that guy's suggestion, but it's like, dude,
can only do so much.
Yeah, I mean, you want to put your money where your mouth is, maybe we can talk, but I'm not going to freaking, I mean, if I could do the thing is the easier it is for me, the more episodes that you'll get, the more content that you'll get, and the happier I'll be to do it. But if I'm down here sweating bullets, man, because I don't make any money off of this. I mean, honestly, the ads. I mean, I'm lucky to make, $8 a month on my videos. Each video, $8 a month is about tops what I'll get. So it's like.
Most of you guys from Patreon. So you can join the Patreon. The information should be in the description.
It is. Yep.
So if you like what we're doing and what Jarrod does and want more specific content or just appreciate what he's already putting out, please join the Patreon and help support the channel.
Yeah, I really appreciate that very much, all the Patreon supporters and all the subscribers. It really, seriously, it does mean a lot. It really does. So... All right, well, we're going to get some food.
Sounds good.
I'm starving. All right, God bless you guys. Thank you so much for hanging with us. And again, for the suggestions, thank you very much.
I'll see you next week, and he'll see you Wednesday.
Yeah, I'll see you Wednesday, and I'll have some more episodes coming out this week as well. All right? All right, well, every day's a gift.
Thank you for spending part of yours with us.